Good morning. Welcome back to stream, people. Just about to get started. We are 15 minutes before the London session starts. I'm looking at gold. I'm considering entry, but unfortunately, I can't figure out which direction. So I'm just waiting for a little bit more price action to help me figure that out. Let's talk about yesterday. So yesterday I was selling gold here. I got out just at there. I said it could come back once it got into this zone, as it did. I was out already. So on stream, you saw that trade, and off stream actually took a little bit of momentum to take it down a little bit further. So that was yesterday. So it's come back up and it's pushed back further further up, higher into this supply zone here. So is it holding here to be sold again and get further down here to fill this imbalance even more? Or maybe it goes down to the baseline here? Maybe even midpoint. I mentioned this about consolidation. This could be consolidation, maybe the midpoint. Or does it stay bullish and breaks through this high and then aims for this high? Let's just mark out this high. That would be the target if it continues to take this flag high. After taking this flag high, I would expect to continue to take this high. Considering that we are coming to the end of the month, I'm leaning more towards consolidation. So it's in a supply, it's at a high, got price action going up. I'm still feeling like it's a sell. But the ideal entry happened around here in the Asian session. And I only started looking at the charts now. So missed the entry for this pullback. If it's a pullback or potential reversal a little bit more, could just be a pullback like yesterday. So could buy this to try to take it up, but for me to buy this, I need to see it break this H1 candle high within the next 14 minutes. That'll give me a bullish indication that it wants to continue going further up and take the Asian highs. So as you can see, it's just sitting in the middle here. It could be sold from this point or could be bought from this point, and that's why I am waiting. Need it a little bit more. So I had a look on M5 to see if there's any indication here. What I would like to see is price going up, little trend on M5 here, then a break of the M5 trend with a sell candle, I guess, and maybe that's an indication to get in to sell it. So potential sell within this flag here, potentially, and then you could continue it down underneath here. There's no reason for it to go underneath. It should continue going up. So if it does come underneath this low, maybe it's to run all the liquidity that's there. My initial thoughts. I'm more bullish though. I don't know. After yesterday, it just seems like it wants to push in further. And also, this isn't like a traditional reversal. This is more like a pullback setup with these equal highs here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that's why I say I'm more inclined to buy it at this point. I need to see something from it, and it all depends on this flag here, how it plays out. So pulls down, flags, and from this point it's meant to be sold and continue down, pulls back up, just respecting that, pushes up again. Now it's in that zone, it needs to be sold from here. So again, there was attempted there, pushed up further. I could take a small position entry, get in there, stop loss underneath here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's try a small position for a buy there. And if it comes back against me, it's a small loss regardless. Let's get my stop loss in. 41.46. Make sure it is a small loss, 41.46. Okay, so about 0.4, bigger loss than I would like to take, but let's see how this plays out. I may scale out a little bit, reduce my risk. I do really want to risk 0.3. I want to make that my routine, 0.3 risk per trade. Because when it goes back and forth, I'm okay. I don't react to it as much if it was like a 1% risk. So 0.3 is what I'm willing to lose. So yeah, we're in for the buy to continue the trend. Even though intraday right now, that's not the trend. The trend, well, it's not much of a trend. It's just a pullback, isn't it? So these equal highs should have been the support, not equal highs. This high yesterday, Asian high, hit, needs to hit, key price point, pushes into there, holds it as support, pushes up using this flag. So this low is important. Don't want to see price underneath there. That's a swing point. And this potentially is another one, and it should drive off from there. So stop loss underneath there to see. Stop loss is in the right place. Entry is okay. Yeah, entry could be better. My ideal entry should have been from here. Just there, because this is where it's supposed to be sold from. It's sold, then push back up. It could still get sold again, but so for the buyer, my ideal entry is there. So I'm off the mark about 1 point. So it's not crazy bad. So it's not bad at all actually, the entry. Let's see if it drives up further. I need to see it in the next 10 minutes break this side, and I'll be confident that it continues to go to 41.68. I'll hold it today. I think today it's looking bullish. If it continues holding this strong bullish trend, why not aim for the highs, especially the Asian highs that's got triple highs here, and it's not a typical reversal. So I'm in the trade. Do I take a little bit out so I can risk what I want to risk? Let's give it the 9 minutes, see if it wants to take this high, and if it does, then I'm happy to just leave it. Risk 0.4 today, that's fine. No, I'm not okay with it. Just gonna take a little bit size off. I want 0.3 risk. Progress that is, people. Only risking what I want to risk. What I'm comfortable with, what I've dedicated to. Alright, boom. So in the trade, risking 0.3. Yeah, just a little bit more than 0.3. Let me adjust that. And we're going to see how it plays out. 8 minutes would be great to take this high. 8 minutes, then we'll hold it for the Asian high. And that will be the trade, only trade today. That's all I need. See how much of it. Or what we could get out from it. That's perfect. It's perfect. Keep driving. Next 8 minutes. That'd be really good. So it's put the M5 structure, that's good, but I still need it to take this high. So pole, flag, pole, flag, pole. It's meant to respect this high here, this swing point. Split that, so that's a good sign. Let's just see if it holds now. Don't want to see a big sell counter coming through and taking me out. Could do it. Let's see where's reacting to. No, can't see anything. Potentially reacting to this H1 low. Maybe just wanted to get in here to be sold from there, but like I said, I'm more inclined to buy it right now because for a clean trend, it should be sold down here. Should we? I was going to say I should consider adding another position and try to take it further. But I'm trying to stay disciplined with my risk management. I don't need big moves. I'm up 5% on the account. I only need to make another 4% and I'll get the equivalent to a funded account with E8 where I can make withdrawals. So don't need to rush it, do I? 0.3 days, maybe another 2 weeks if I continue this run I'm on. So yeah, I need to rush it. Especially if I added more size now, or if I had a lot more size now, I'd be a bit concerned that it's pulling back. But as the size is only 0.3, I'm okay with it going back and forth. So that's a key takeaway from my streams. I want you guys to remember this is what's helping me a lot. Stay calm and stay focused, not over leveraging per trade. If you feel excited, if you feel nervous, anxious, any form of emotion in the trade, you're probably gambling, and it's possibly because you're risking too much. So try to keep the risk low. Got 5 minutes left. Doesn't look like it's going to break this previous H1 high. It's okay though. As long as the next H1 candle does not come back to break this current H1 low, which is there. So I may be moving my stop loss to under there, so reducing my risk even more. 0.3 goes to 0.27. Yeah, so be it. Cool. Let's see what we could do in terms of profit target or TP. The scalp will be just the Asian high. That would be the safest thing to do. Should find resistance here. Big gap there. Should find resistance at 41.84. So if I'm holding it past the Asian high, I'm not going to hold it past that point. 41.84. Let's put 41.83. If we could get up there, that would be great. Probably 41.83. Probably won't hold it to that point anyway. Prefer to scalp and then get on with my day. Okay, so slowed down. It didn't break the high, so potentially the next H1 could go against me and go keep an eye on it. 0.3 risk, I'm still okay. Ready for the back and forth now. Yep. And I want to see what it looks like at 41.86. That's about 10 points. So I make about 0.3 if it reaches the Asian highs. So that's all I really need. So keep an eye on this. All right, quick look at the rest of the market. Euro USD. Actually, let's start with USD chef. That was more interesting, wasn't it? So yesterday I said, I remember this time, I'm more inclined to sell it. And I think I was looking at that price point to sell it. Was wrong about the entry. Drew up a bit further before it came back down. I was right about the direction though. So it happens a lot. And this isn't actually very nice price action. So it's this sell from that point. I thought this would be the start of a head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder to be sold here. But we went just above the head. Did it get there? Yeah, equal the head, then drops. If you were to get in there, your stop loss is meant to be above the head, so you would have stayed in the move. But I just don't like the look of this price action. Typically, this feels like manipulation to me. Price just pushing out just to tag people out before it went in the direction it was supposed to go. So I don't like that. But I did get the direction right to get back underneath this low. Does it continue? Let's see. I think I said on the daily was the key. Yeah. All right. So we've got some interesting price action now. So on the daily, it's broke and it's pushed back in. It should continue selling from here. I tempted to jump in here and get involved. I may actually trade this today. Being right about the read. Don't like the price action what I saw, but being right about the read. Okay, so let's see. Broke structure here. Just pulling back into that zone. Should be sold from here again to push further down. But it's also respecting the swing point low. Could be driven up to take these equal highs. Problem. That's a problem. Okay, cool. I'm going to stay out of it. Higher time frame looks bullish. No, higher time frame looks bearish. Lower time frame, I don't know, look bearish for a minute, but it's reversed here. Now it's coming back up. Does it come back up for the equal highs? That's a problem. I did say on the daily, based on the fact that's in consolidation and it's been, look, trending down. When it breaks its daily high, then it goes up, trended up. It's now broken its daily low. So it should really come down. I should be selling that if I had the right motivation. I think I'm going to get involved. Problem is the stop loss. Where can I see? Small position. 10 pips would be nice. Small position, getting involved here. And let's see. Problem is the stop loss. It's just too big. I need to give it space to mess around like it did yesterday, but pull flag. Should be this daily high. Let's see. Let's try the daily high. Let's see what that looks like. 0. That's 8081. Okay, about 0.5 risk. More than I want. Current daily high. Should be the previous, really. Stop loss should be up there, but that's 1% risk. I'm gonna risk 1% and I'm gonna scalp it. I'm gonna get out as soon as. Should hold it to try get down here. Let's see. Back to the bottom of the range. Midpoint maybe. Midpoint. Let's see what that looks like. 79.84. Risk 1% to make 1.8 potentially. Seems reasonable. See how that plays out. Haven't traded the currency for a while. See if it works out. Quick look at gold. Okay, cool. Gold is moving in my direction. Okay, so GU so far not playing out like I would like. Always going to respect this high and work its way down. Respect that high, work its way down. It's equaled it. It could go through. It could still come down. Imbalance here. Glad I didn't get involved. Just so choppy. Could go through and get back to this key price point here and be sold from there maybe. Maybe this is just a very big flag before it comes back down again. If it is coming down, I wouldn't be buying this, to be honest. There's nothing I like about this structure or to be buying it. And it's at the top of the range. And if it is consolidating, I would expect it to be sold from the top of the range. So I'm pretty sure Euro is similar. Euro's holding its structure better. Top being hit. Okay, let me just switch back to gold. It looks like it's moving aggressively to my profit target. Yeah, it is. The way it's moving, I should scalp this, reduce my size and leave a runner. Quite aggressive. Maybe wants to continue this trend. Very bullish trend on gold. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So it takes this out. I'm going to take some size off because it should pull back in. That pullback could come all the way back to break even or a stop loss. Don't want to be around that long. So I will take some size off. See what it looks like up there. And that might be the end of this trade. And I'll leave a little runner. Questions how much? So it was the right entry. I was happy I got in now. A slight indication was the refusal for it to be sold. Should have been sold really from here, but just kept them pushing up. If you went on to a lower time frame, you would have clearly seen pole flag on M1. I'm used to reading it here. I can see it here as well. So that's why I got in. So far the read's right. Let's see if it gets above 41.68. Just hoping the aggressive buying continues right now so it could get TP quickly. That'd be really good. Then I could have a look at this USD chef again and see what's really going on. Focus on that. I'm getting ready to exit. This is all inefficiency. It should come back after running this high. It should come back. So I don't want to see it come back to break even. So I'm getting ready to exit my position. Don't want to be greedy and end up in the trade longer than I need to be. Question is, do I exit the whole size or just some of it? I think I'm going to exit the whole size, have a nice clean trade. And I'm going to regret it later. But been getting half decent reads recently. I don't need to force anything as well. Don't need to milk anything. There'll be another opportunity tomorrow. If I trade tomorrow, not sure if I'll be trading tomorrow. I'm going to be very busy with the boys and their schedule. So not sure if I'm going to be trading tomorrow. Definitely won't be streaming though. So I'll be back streaming Monday when things resume to their normal scheduled routine. Okay, slowing down. This could end up being quite a nice move if it holds. So yeah, I guess the 1% risk is fine if I get the read right. I don't like these equal highs. We're gonna see if price gets above this swing point here, maybe I need to call it. If it gets above there, I'm gonna have a look and see what's going on and make a decision. Lose 0.5 rather than 1%. We'll see. Maybe if it gets back into profit, I might just leave it and call it a day, especially if this gold trade works out. Have a quick session. I'll see how I feel. Gold for the window. See it coming back down here. To feel this, then going off again. Hopefully it doesn't do that, just stays aggressive and just goes straight through. If it does come there, I should really consider a second entry to continue it. That'll be the better way to complete this move. And I think I might do that. If it doesn't work out, lose 0.6 or so. Yeah. I think I might do that. Yeah. Makes sense. If this is a pullback, to buy this pullback would make sense. See if we could get a second entry. doesn't look like I'm going to get that second entry opportunity. Looks like it's been very aggressive and it's going to break through soon. If it breaks this previous M5 high here, there's no reason for it to hang about. Should take 41.68. See what happens in this last minute. Okay, decision made. Don't think I'm getting that second entry, people. Anyway, getting ready to exit. Or maybe. Patience. Okay, slowing down. I'm going to have a look at USD chef. It's trending against me. Should exit here. I'm going to hold it though. Give it space. Trending down, comes here, flags, pulls out, flags should go down to continue from here, pushes up, so it's trending up against me currently. Gonna see how far it does that. If it reverses somewhere there, so this is gonna be a longer trade now. Gonna have to hold it and see what happens. Maybe probably New York session, maybe. So I definitely won't be streaming. Let's see how this plays out and make a decision. This will be the last trade, I believe, with this gold trade for this session. Get this break or this high. I'm gonna call it. we do get a pullback, I will buy it. But it has to be significant pullback. I'm not gonna buy up here. I want it closer to my entry. I'll buy it and try to get it just above there. Then I could call it. I don't have to ask for too much if I get that opportunity for the pullback to buy it.
Incoming mail.
No distractions. Then you just hate when that happens. Bullish all the way here, gets to the top, waiting for it to break for the TP, and it just slows down. It's not necessary, just go through. If that's what your intention is, just go through. What are you waiting for? That's 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes of my life. Waiting for another $30. Yeah. Shouldn't complain. I'm getting what I want, so. Alright. Exiting as soon as it breaks. Expect it to come back. Maybe exit right now is playing around. I'm gonna exit at 0.3. I don't want 0.298. I need 0.3. Three minutes left of this candle. This candle should do it. No reason why not now. And the decision not to leave a runner is justified now. It's just like, I'm not gonna watch this back and forth, smooth and slow, all of a sudden, right at the top. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, could take it there. I see no reason it doesn't go through. Oh my gosh. The wait continues. Should have been on this candle right at the top. 1 minute left, and it just pulls back in like knee jerk reaction. Okay, so be it. We're gonna wait. Maybe I need to take my eye off it, then it's gonna start moving. See what is it saying? The next H1 candle will be interesting for this trade. Let me just drive it, get underneath here, and just drives it all the way through. So 30 minutes, and maybe in this for a while to see that move materialize. Yeah. Know that gold now. If it comes all the way back here, that'll be so annoying. I will buy it still, but that's so annoying. If it comes and takes me out, imagine. Sometimes that's why it's best not to wait for the breakouts. You know, all of this nonsense happens before it. If you're happy at a certain figure, why wait the extra point or pip? Just get out, be done with the trade, and not get caught up in this. You never know what could happen with this. It could come all. If you move to, like, I wanted to move to break even a few times. If I move to break even, this could come all the way back there now before it goes off in an hour or two later. So try avoid these silly things because of greed or perfection. I think that's my issue as well. I like round figures. I want $300, not $298. You know, I need to move away from that as well. Should have taken it here. It was at $320 at one point. I should have taken it, but I wanted to see it complete the move. Now I'm here for another 5 minutes and counting. Keep bouncing. So yeah, note to self again. Get what you want, get out. Okay. Pulling back. Now. I want to see it underneath here. That's an argument to move to break even, but I'm going to leave it where it is. That's where it needs to stop me out from. Still considering whether or not to buy it though. Alright. Bathroom break, be back. Or should I buy it first? Moving fast. Hold that thought. I'm gonna buy it. Aye. Just miss it. Yeah. Okay, that was a good entry. should have been a little bit lower, but in again, stop loss the same place. If it loses, I'll lose 0.6 on the trade. So be it. What can we do when the market is like this? 41, 48, 20, 41, 48.2. And I think that'd be more or less 0.6 loss if I take that loss today. And 41.86. You want to see it at 41.69 for TP. For TP, probably the best thing to do is set it manually so I don't have to deal with it. 41.69. And maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I didn't get out, and it's giving me an opportunity to add to this position and make more from it. I'm going to look at it that way. So far, so good. I don't know what that second position is going to look like. Tempted to leave that to run a little bit later and delay it. Alright, run is the bathroom, leaving it as it is. I'll come back and make a decision. Okay. Maybe that's what it needed for me to step away. I'm gonna remove my TP for the second position. I'm just gonna exit from that manually when it feels right. But the first position is going to be the 0.3 win that I came for. Second position is a bonus. So we can see what we could get from it. We've got 21 minutes left of this H1 candle. Really want to see this H1 candle just go through If it sticks around here, it's consolidations, not looking good. It probably will stop me out if it sticks around here. This needs to go through within the next 20 minutes. Check out UC. I don't really want to see it above this flag here, so it's not looking good so far. But I think the main thing with this is the higher time frame structure that says it should be sold using this daily low as resistance if you're buying it, and as support for this downtrend. So it should hold it and break it down there. I think TP should be there. Not to be too overzealous, at least reduce my size when it gets there. Makes sense. And leave a runner for that. Gold is not looking good now, is it? No, it's not looking good. Very aggressive against me now. Should be a third entry. Not going to do that. Not going to get involved. Going to leave this alone now. And not risk too much. I'm risking about 0.6. I'm going to leave it alone now for it to make a decision. And remember this, next time, if I'm happy here, get out here. Don't wait for the breakout. I think worst case scenario, today I lose on all three trades. I lose about 1.6, which is fine, I guess. Not ideal. Still be up on the account, about 3%. For all three or all two moves to not work out. Unfortunate, especially when it's like so close to TP. Okay, so it's doing what I don't want it to do. Still got a lot of room though for it to go back. And it still needs to take me out down here to maintain its structure. Not looking good. Volume's kicked in against me. It's not looking good. It's taking the H1 low that's created, so it's probably got to go through. Should be looking at exit in here. Try to figure out why I should hold this. Yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. I made the decision. I'm going to leave it alone for it to play out. Good thing about this, again, I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, because I am only using a smaller size, I haven't over leveraged. It's only 0.6. I now can afford to be patient and afford to take the loss. If I had more than this, that would have panicked me and I would have taken it, closed it myself. Probably the right thing to do. You know, it's went back to break even and it's probably going to go through, but it's still the initial risk kind of thing. 0.3, 0.6, I haven't lost it. And if it does turn around, it means the decision not to over leverage helped me win this trade. The risk management helped me win this trade rather than the read. Just staying calm in this situation. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it, let it play out as it wishes, and embrace my loss. This isn't looking good either. Should get out of this. Pauline just kicking against me in all directions. I'm going to wait as well with this one. I'm waiting that one. And I'm just going to just wait. Still got time, still early days. Only be traded for 1 hour so far. Let's see what it wants to do. Not great. I'm gonna hold it. H1 low has just disappeared now. That would indicate it continues going down. Goes for this H1 low. And that's my stop loss, just there. Very tempted to close it and take a small loss. 0.2 loss. Other than a 0.6 on this one. But the only justification to get out of it is that it's going against me. This isn't price action I want to be selling. I would not be in a sell for this. Close this position. I'm going to do nothing. Just going to take my loss. Yeah, it's overdue as well. I haven't taken a significant loss in a while. Need to take a loss and remind myself that I am not perfect. The only explanation for this sell would be based on the fact it's in a supply zone. And I'm buying in that supply zone. argument to hold this. It done the same thing yesterday. After it bought up, come right to the top here, came all the way back to the bottom before going back up. And it was that low that was respected. So my stop loss should be at this low. It looks like I'm gonna get stopped out. Nothing you could do about it. Should have hit TP. It looks like I'm gonna get stopped out. And the only justification is it's in that supply zone here. Stops me out. Break structure. Needs to break this low before I'll be inclined to sell it, to take it further down. Therefore, it could be just consolidating. This is the top of the range. It takes it down, maybe goes back to midpoint. Something like that. Maybe it goes back up. Maybe it just goes through from there. But yeah, not looking good now. All of a sudden. Still gonna wait. I see what happens. So it looks like it's gonna take a long time, regardless, to get back up there. Maybe another hour. I don't see it happening within like the next 9 minutes. So I'm not gonna have a 2-3 hour stream. And the other play is gonna take a long time as well. Didn't even check news today. Should have checked news. It's going against me currently. I'm expecting somewhere here for it to slow down, maybe go in my direction. If not, it's gonna go all the way above here. This is when I'll be concerned, maybe exiting. Reduced loss. But regardless, I'm just gonna wait and see and make a decision later. But it's not looking great. It's looking like a loss. 0.3. I could just close all of these positions. I call it 0.3 loss today. But I think I'm gonna commit to holding this trade at least to see what happens. But right now, everything's out of my control. All I could do is sit and watch, and I don't really want to sit and watch for that long. So I don't know, people, what do you think? Continue streaming for another 30 minutes to see if this turns around? Or just call it? Let's see. Let's give it another 8 minutes. Let's see what the next H1 candle looks like. That should give me an indicator of what's really going on. And maybe I could then reduce my stop loss just underneath here and trail that back up. And that wouldn't be a bad thing, reducing my risk. That would be really, really nice third entry. If it holds. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah, I'm gonna stick around for the start of the new H1 candle. That should give an indication what prices wants to do with both trades, and then maybe it picks a direction from then. So I'll stick around for the next H1 candle, maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes into that next H1 candle. That should indicate what's going on. So yeah, I'll be here. I'm gonna add to this. Why not? A minute. Got lost the same place. Wait, 148. I'm annoyed that I've now like triple my risk, but this just looks like a good opportunity and it's still holding, and I think that was just a pullback to get people out. So the read is still right, stop loss is still intact, still in the right place. If anything, I could reduce my risk, my stop loss, and move it underneath here. We're gonna see how this candle, H1 candle closes. and what happens with the next one. But yeah, could be interesting. Okay, let's see what's going on. New H1 candle. Okay, looks like the uptrend still being maintained. I think I'm going to reduce my risk now, moving my stop loss to the newly formed previous H1 low. Just need to find it where it is. 41.54. That's where I'll like it now. Let's see what that looks like. That's 240. Makes it 1. Okay. 0.1 there. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move my stop loss 0.1 there. Second position will be 0.2, and the third position will be another 0.2. So in total 0.5 risk, so it's not crazy now. I could afford to take that loss. I could take some of this and it's a win already. I think all of the positions are in profit. I could take them all and be a win now. Yeah, this is definitely where I don't want it to come back down. As you saw previously, I did not move to break even. Why? Because it always has this potential. I still believe it goes up. This is like now quadruple highs, and it's a uptrend, right? A bullish uptrend. So this should be nothing more than an extended pullback. It should have been held here, but you know how the market plays. So that's why I got in for the third position. That's the read. I'm just stick with it. So I just need to. The key is now just to adjust my risk and be happy with what I'm willing to lose, and that's 0.5 on this trade now. And if I lose it, so be it. So it could come here and go all the way through, but if it takes this, it's definitely taking this down here. So actually, it may take this down here, but I'm happy to lose here at 0.5 than lose here at potentially 1%. So that's all the patience I've got for this trade now. And I'm giving it more than enough room for it to come back here. And if it comes back here, it takes me out, I'm done for the trade. It's moved back into profit. I could have got out there and just called it a win. But I'm going to hold it, see if we can get at least 0.3 from this move. Otherwise, what's the point? Go wait. But yeah, if it comes and breaks this low, I'm out. It may just be consolidating. If it breaks this low, I'm out. I don't want to see it down here playing around with my stop loss. So I need it to pick a side, pick a direction and go now. I know this back and forth. Let's check out the UC1. So UC1 again, not ideal now, but I need it to come back to my entry. I needed to break this low. And then that should be the entry if it breaks this low. Impatient with the entry, should have waited. If it breaks this low here, then that's the entry. It may pull back before going further down, if it is going down at all. But yeah, too early for this trade. I'm giving it space to move around, and we're going to see if it goes back in my direction. If this plays out before that, and that's a small loss, maybe I take the small loss and just call it a day. Don't want to trade too much today, any longer than I need to. So I'm going to see. I might make a decision here. Even I could just take a break-even win here, kind of thing. I'm going to give it 30 minutes. Yeah. I'm going to let this one play out. We're going to see what happens. If I hold it, it's a good win. If I lose it, it's a small loss. So it's beneficial for me to hold it. So I'm going to hold it and see what happens with this one. Seems like there's more selling pressure when it comes against me. It's coming down a lot faster than it's being bought up. That could be an indication of the direction. But yeah, still needs to break this low. Not looking great. Okay, looks like I'm taking my loss. And yeah, I take this loss. That will be the end of this session. I will hold this trade a little bit longer, see what happens. Maybe that gets me some of the loss back. And then that'll be me done for the day. If it continues pushing against me. Next 5-minute candle should be interesting. If this pushes all the way back, gets above here now, that would be an indication this should be a winning trade. And I should just get out here. Maybe it's just consolidating. It does come back against me. Maybe just above here, I get out there, maybe. I don't need to get up here to win the trade. If it is consolidating, top of the range here, being sold. Bottom of the range being bought. Maybe I should look for an exit. If I get the chance. I'll wait for that next 5-minute candle and make a decision. Yeah, this is consolidation. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, I'm going to move it, my stop loss back to the swing low. And try to exit my positions, as I believe this is now consolidation. So swing low is what I need to see it hold, and I'm just going to try to exit some of my positions so I could reduce my risk. Okay, I'm out on that first one. Still got too much on. Difficult trade. Should have exited when I was up there. Held it too long now. Caught up in this consolidation. So I'm going to try to reduce my potential loss. If it is a win, so be it. That's fine. I don't need to win everything. But I don't need to stick around for this either. This is messing around with my emotions. So I'm not going to stick around with it. Should have broke through here. Come back here, should go through here, but it's pulled all the way back down to where I don't want to see it get underneath again. Let's see how much. So I'm risking about 0.8 now. That's too much. I've been patient enough with this trade. Okay, risking 0.8 now. I'm going to exit when I can. I don't need to win. I'm tired of this trade. It's just messing around and it's consolidating. Should work out here. Comes back here. Should push from here really. Just coming all the way back down here. Don't like that. So I'm looking for my exits now. And then the main trade will be the USD CHF trade. That's still got a lot of potential. If it breaks that low. Yeah. And that's based on the daily trend. Trended down daily. Broke structure here by beating the previous daily high. trended all the way up to the top, finally broke structure by beating the previous daily low. So the pullback, I should be selling that, which I am, and I'm going to see if it gets at least back down to the current daily low of 80.41, giving it all the room it needs before it pushes down further. This is definitely consolidating as well, as you can see. Top of the range. So consolidation, I can't have my stop loss anywhere in the middle. It needs to be at the bottom of the range. So that's what I've done with this gold trade. I move my stop loss at the bottom. If it goes back and forth, I'm going to exit because I don't want to be in consolidation. Looking for reduced losses anywhere I could take them. May get out of this one now for a small loss. And I've got one position left, and that's 0.4 loss if I take it. Not bad so far. Had potential to do something decent, but it's going against me, and I'm getting out where I can. Worst case scenario, I lose 0.4 today. Not bad, I guess. 0.3 would have preferred it, but if you've been watching the stream, you see how it played out. Very unfortunate. Right here, ready to get out, waited 1 minute too late, and all of this started happening. So yeah, lesson learned. Next trading session, once I get what I want, get out, be done with this. Regret will be this goes all the way back up here and I missed out with the entries that was down here. That would be the regret, but I'm happy with the decision I made so far. It is playing around. Wise thing is to get out. So I'm going to see if I could get another reduced loss here, and then I'll get out the gold trade. It's coming to the end of my trading session. Got other things to do, so I'm looking to exit my positions now. Just didn't play out. Well, I didn't exit when I should have, so now I'm in this situation. It's not playing out as I would like, so they call it. I'll regret it tomorrow. I'm not gonna have a look at this until tomorrow, see what happened. This I may hold though. I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. Now, why didn't you do that 5 minutes ago? Okay. Back to my reduced loss. Okay. So at least I'll lose 0.3, which was what I came here initially trying to lose. Back to my reduced loss now. This swing low. I can make peace with that. Let's see what TP will look like. See if I should add again. 4168. Let's see. 4168. Back and forth. That's nothing today, but 0.2. Okay, I either make 0.2 or I lose 0.2. I'm stepping back and leaving it to the market to make that decision now. Not gonna touch this. I'll reduce my risk. I'm going to touch this now. Play out how it wants to. Okay. Say I'm not going to touch it, but I did say I would like to reduce my risk if I get the chance, because this is consolidating. Is where I would like to exit and call it a break-even day. Let's see. I may do that. I may exit from this because I'm done with this. I missed my opportunity here. I could hold it and take the win 0.2. I'm not sure if I want to stick around. I'm not sure I want to watch this any further today. So simple, sensible thing to be, take the lesson, take the reduced loss, come back fresh tomorrow. I think I'm going to do that if I get the opportunity. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I just want to get on with my day. I don't want to go back and forth. Yes, a small loss, but this is consolidation. Never know what's going to, how it's going to end, whether it takes me out anyway or whether it goes to TP. So that's a clearly be identified. I should really just get out if I can. So if I get opportunities for reduced loss, I'm going to take it. Have a break-even day. Okay. I'm going to wait for the next 5-minute candle. That should give me a clearer indication what I should do. I'm trading with E8. This is E8 prop firm challenge. I've only been doing this for about 7 days. Yeah, started last week, Tuesday. So far, so good. About 5% up on account. Need to make 9% to become an E8 trader. Basically means I could then start making profit withdrawal requests. So far, so good. E8 commits to making payouts on demand. So gonna find out what that looks like. First time trade with them, don't really know much about them, don't know anything about their reputation. I think they are US based and they've been around for 4 years. Did some research, but checked out all the reviews and stuff like that. Some interesting ones. But overall, they got a decent review, so I decided to go with E8. I think the other option was FTMO, but not sure about FTMO. So I'm gonna go with E8 for now. Gonna make a decision based on this 5-minute candle. Should really just leave it, shouldn't I? Take a 0.2 loss. I haven't taken a loss in a while. see how I react to it. I've decided now I'm going to leave the trade alone, see if it could get back into profit. There's a good chance it does. And if I do lose it, it's a 0.2 loss, and that's okay. It's even better than my initial plans would have been to take a 0.3 loss if I had to. So 0.2, I can live with that. So I'm going to let this play out. So this is a prop firm challenge. So they start you, most prop firms start you on a demo account. So this isn't $100,000 on my real account. No, this is a prop firm challenge. So you pay, how prop firms work, you pay a fee, they give you objectives and rules and stuff that you need to adhere to. And if you pass the stages, they give you, some of them suggest they give you a real account, and some of them say, no, we don't give you a real account, we just give you a paper trading account, but we will give you real money to draw out. So this is the latter. They say that they will give me funds to draw out if I pass this evaluation stage. So that's how prop firms work. Yep. So like I said, I just started this last week, Tuesday. I'm 5% up and the profit target is 9%. So I haven't passed it. I'm still doing it. It's 5% up. So it's a one-step program, this is, and this is the first phase. If you're referring to my previous videos, maybe that's a whole nother story. I did a different prop firm challenge with a different company. I will not mention their name, but I'm no longer trading with them. And if you follow my channel, you'll see what happened with that. There's a whole documented saga with that, and I don't really trade with them any longer. And there's a reason for it. But if you watch back any of the streams, any of the videos, you see why. So yeah, starting again essentially, but moving forwards. Let's have a quick look at what's going on here. So euro trended up, work structure coming down, continue, maybe gets back down here, doesn't need to, it's used that already. Hard to read. It's in a demand flag, so it should push up. Maybe it breaks this previous H1 candle and then it goes. Maybe breaks that previous H1, maybe that's a buy. See what's going on with GU. GU looking more like a buy, but it's got this inefficiency, got equal highs above, hard one to read. I'll stay away from that. Gold moving my direction finally after I exited all my size, and this one slowly against me. At least it's going slowly against me. It's trending against me, so I should really consider getting out. All right, I'm gonna get out of this gold one. I believe it's consolidation now. It's gonna go back and forth, whether it takes this high or not. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna come back tomorrow fresh. I'd rather do that than be completely drained. I'm gonna see if it takes this high without taking my stop loss. Would have been here. I'm gonna have a look at this tomorrow. But lesson for the day, I guess, is to take it where you're happy. I was up here trying to get the breakout. Didn't need the breakout. I was happy there, but I held it. And now this has happened. So taking a reduced loss today. Let's see what happened. So made 43, 28, then lost 95. Very small loss today. I'm okay. I kept the 5%. I started more or less with 5% from yesterday. I'm down currently 0.2. I'm gonna hold that and see how that plays out. I've given it some room to move around. But yeah, I think that's it, people. I've been patient enough. I've given this trade long enough to play out. It did play out, but I held it a bit too long. I was trying to get more from it added into it as well. Still could play out, but I just can't be bothered. There's other things I need to do today. So I'm going to call it here. I will not be trading tomorrow. I think I'll be back on Monday. So just in case, hit the subscribe button so you get notified when I'm back on stream. If you appreciate what I've done today, the transparency of it, the difficulty of it, hit the like button, support the channel, and I keep on getting videos out to you guys. This is Patrick signing out. Until next time, peace.